Jesus DeLa Rosa, and I'm an artist, and this is my work. And I work with acrylic paint and mixed media on canvas and on wood panels. It's been I guess a 20-year process from going to art school to a very rigorous grad program, and like finally being out of academia and then being here, trying to produce artwork out of that greenhouse, as I call it. Well, these are layers. I work in a lot of layers, and of course the communication is the playfulness of the surface, the physicality. There's also like I see these abstract paintings as landscapes, but not as landscapes as you would see like a tree or the ocean, or so these are more like landscapes of color fields and like aerial views. And I use a lot of vellum and also like pattern vellum that sort of breaks up the spaces. And so they're about place, and they're about really an imaginary place, and what I see as a form of a landscape. For the most part, printmaking. I mean, these paintings are really based on printmaking. The surface of the paintings are actually carved with printmaking tools. I like the process of making a relief print or a woodcut, but I really didn't like the process of printing it. Going through taking it through the press and dealing with an edition. For me, it's more like I loved the carving of the wood, and that was it. So I brought that into the paintings. There was also lithography, and then also like the reproduction, sort of kind of like they're based on accidents, but also like if you try to repeat the accident, it's not an accident anymore. It's something that's very, very deliberate, even though it looks like the paint was poured. But it's poured a certain way, or it's cut a certain way, or it's dried, and then it's placed on top of the canvas. So it's a very, very delicate and intricate process, and really I stay away from like using brushes anymore. It's mostly like letting paint dry on plastic, and then going back and cutting that, and then placing it back on the support, and that's another way for me of laying down a stroke of paint. This is actually a litho print and a lithography. So that was printed first, and then I tore these up and placed them on the support. And as you can see, there are many different layers that were placed. There's one layer, one color field, then another, and it keeps going like that. And you have to sort of let it dry. And these are the carvings that I was talking about, as far as like the woodcut carvings. So these are done with different tools. As you can see, like the different sizes. So they come in. They're really, really sharp, and they come in different sizes. And you can do, they're very controlled. As you can see, as you can tell. So it's uncovering like a personal history. And also, this is the vellum that I was talking about, that kind of has a grid, and it sort of divides things, right? And it's sort of something that we use to measure. And these holes are just, with a drill, and they were, I drilled for the same reason, as far as uncovering the different layers of colors. Yeah, so that was the idea with these, and of course different sizes, different types of drills. Well, you know, people have described it as physical, and it is. I mean, it is for me. Just painting it is an action. It is something that I do, and that may sound cliche because, you know, that was something that the abstract expressionists did. But I still think it's relevant today, and if especially we try to bring something new to it.